Hi students, welcome to analysis number 4 for our Satire and Evasion tracker. So let's dive right in. We are going to be going over one of the rows. We're going to go over row 31, or the row for chapter 31, and you guys will actually be completing the analysis for chapter 22 on your own. So let me go ahead and open up the presentation. All right, here we go. So you'll see for chapter 22, we have a 2-page excerpt. It's a longer one. You actually have an entire activity dedicated to helping you analyze this scene. You've likely already done it, or if not, you're about to do it. And so I'm going to leave this Sherburne speech up to you to analyze for satire or evasion. And I'm actually going to help you with this chapter 31. So the chapter 31 is actually going to be 3 pages, or 3 slides rather. So I'm going to go and let you read each of the slides. So if you could go ahead, pause, and read this slide. Go for it. All right, now go ahead and pause and read this next slide. And now we're going to go to the final slide and go ahead and pause and read this one. Okay. So hopefully you read the excerpt. I know it's a bit longer than the other ones, but it's a pretty important scene in the novel because it's a pretty big moment for Huck. And so, since it's such an important moment, the analysis, the sample student analysis also ended up being pretty long because they had a lot to work with. So in this scene, what we see is situational irony. In this scene, Huck is overcome with guilt over helping Jim escape from slavery. Because of this, he writes a letter to Miss Watson telling her where Jim is. He even uses the N-word, indicating how in this letter he is once again conforming to the barbaric norms of Southern society. However, there is then an important shift when Huck realizes he can't mail the letter because Jim is his friend. He thinks of all the good things Jim has done for him and tears up the letter. When he tears up the letter, he says, "All right then, I'll go to hell." This is ironic, so that's where the situational irony comes in. Huck is doing the right thing by protecting Jim from enslavement. However, Huck thinks that he's doing the wrong thing and will go to hell for it. We would expect for him to think his actions would get him sent to heaven. The problem is that Huck doesn't realize he is doing the right thing. He still believes adults like Miss Watson and the widow Douglas. Therefore, he is rebelling against what he has been taught and breaking the rules. This is what Twain wants people in the South to do: break the rules of barbaric norms and instead do what is right. And so that's the analysis of this scene. So here in this moment, when Huck says, "All right then, I'll go to hell," and he tears up the letter, that is where the situational irony is occurring. Huck's doing the right thing, and so we would expect for him to be proud of himself. But the opposite occurs. The situation is the opposite of what we think it's going to be. Therefore, it's ironic. And he thinks that he's going to go to hell for being bad or for breaking rules. But what Twain is pointing out is the idea that you can be raised to believe certain things and yet know that they are wrong, that there's some inherent morality that Twain wants people to access, where they do the right thing even if they've been told that it's wrong. And he hopes that that rebellious nature to break rules, to break norms, will come out in his readers, and they will fight against the racism that's currently occurring even during the Reconstruction period. All right, so that is the guidance for That's your guidance for this row. You will need to go back and complete your entry for your satire or evasion table for chapter 22. And of course, you'll still need to fill it in for chapter 31. So make sure that you understand what's been explained here so you can re-explain it in your own words, and that you also then determine whether you believe that this is an example of satire or evasion. All right, I'll see you guys for the next round of analysis. Bye.